Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask me why I'm awake, but I just happened to get up for the bathroom, and I was like, it's almost time. Maybe they'll drop it. Because as you can see, the news is still not in the global version of the game, which is hilarious. I thought this would have come in at like 1 a.m. or something, but no, I guess it's just going to be shock surprise for global. But we do have the skill preview in game for the masked hero, who was announced at least on the JP version. Well, we have the English version of the skill preview, so we know she's coming for global tonight in 12, 13, 14, 15 hours from now. And here we go. So we have the mythical sentinel masked hero with some shorts going on here has a new skill. So chance to apply all target attack state to own souls for 2 turns, and then increases her own orb damage by 10% also for 2 turns. And if we open this up and we zoom in a bit, skills that apply in all target attack state using certain skills, like this one, will turn attacks and combo attacks from orbs into AOE attacks. So, orbs with the all target attack state are impacted by various ability changes during battle, such as increase, decrease effects, as well as combo bonuses and attribute compatibility. So, what this means is that for her orbs, specifically her orbs, every normal orb you send will be an AoE. What that looks like in game, as far as animation is concerned, I don't know. But it means that if you have a 6 orb send of just this masked hero with this skill activated, it will be 6 AoE attacks, which will get the 150 or 200% damage buff. It will be affected by other buffs, so like orb damage right here, attack up, synergy, all these things, because it's kind of like a secondary state like the follow-up orbs do, right? From the Protector Mirren and Protector Trainee, where every time you send an orb, it generates a follow-up. That follow-up is affected by other stats as well, and it can be an AoE from this Trainee or this Mirren, but it's also not quite. So near the AoE buff as well will be effective here, because this is going to be an AoE attack. So an AoE buff or an AoE debuff from Fire Christmas Shizu or something like that will also affect this damage, and it will also obviously affect her ult, which is an AoE anyways, so it doesn't really matter on that. But it just means that you have the capability to do more and more AoE attacks, but you do need orbs for this masked hero. It doesn't give it to everybody. I could see that being a protection skill in a few months where everybody gets to be an AoE now. Okay, sure. And then her second skill is unknown. So this 15 points, not very expensive at all. Very gimmicky, though. So right now, I don't see much value, because if you're not going to get masked hero orbs, this skill means almost nothing, right? If this was to every orb or all allies, then we'd be talking. But it's only the masked hero, which means you need to have masked hero orbs, which there are ways to do that, guaranteed. You have triple orb stealers, you have giveaways. There are ways to do this. It's just that right now I don't see much value for a player coming in who has the current meta and is like, okay, what is this going to really bring me? I don't really know, because now this will be the masked hero essentially. So let's go and just put her in here. Where is my light hero? There you go. And then this would be Rimuru. And I gotta tell you, I don't really know how I feel about this. You've got Veldora, who's got the orb change, sure, and the green buff. Felzard's giving you the element buff, which will affect her AOE stuff. Reema's got the attack buff, okay, sure. You got the hero with her gimmick and her unknown second skill. Guy with synergy, and then Millam's the single target DPS. Well, the hero is the AOE DPS character. AOE wind magic 300%, increases skill points by 10. So after you ult, you just get 10 SP for free, just like first anniversary Rimuru. And she's on Exalted Champions, Heart of a Hero, and Goddess of Destiny. So Goddess of Destiny, that could be interesting because you have an orb stealer in Shuna, and you have the protector who gives you follow-ups. So now, I mean, if you were to steal with Shuna and then bring Hero in for that, then you'd be talking 6 AoE follow-up attacks. That would be pretty cool. But, you know, you're building the team around this AoE damage where she's wind and not light, and you want to, you know, take this into a Goddess of Destiny stage versus light characters. She'll still get the super weak point because she's on Goddess of Destiny and she's magic. She's just not type advantage. So, uh, we're gonna have to see what the second skill is to be perfectly, you know, 100% clear. Have to see her traits and everything. Wind AoE magic. What characters do we have that are wind AoE magic right now? Sokka. Not you. Yeah, that's single target. You're physical. You're physical. Okay, so yeah, we only have her and Sokka, who are both on Goddess of Destiny. So, I mean, that's funny too. Yeah, uh, she's gonna be gimmicky, right? Milim has a gimmick, gives her, you know, the back-to-back EX ult. The hero is gimmicky. She's got this AoE status for herself. It's really gonna really heavily bank on what the second skill is. Just like how Rimuru was banking on his second skill, which just ended up being the attack buff, and it's pretty underwhelming, unfortunately. I have a sinking feeling that this hero is also going to be slightly underwhelming, and the only reason that you would really want this hero is if you're going to try and, you know, sweat a little bit in Jubilee that'll come out in a week from now, essentially. Otherwise, like most of the early fights in the game, story quests and stuff, like there are AoE stages. Don't get me wrong, but most of these fights that are going to actually be difficult are single target stages, right? All these tempered edges, you know, single target, single target, single target. This is AoE, but he's their defense. This is an AoE, cool. Single target. There's two. There's two. There's one. There's two. So there are stages where you can benefit from an AoE. Being a wind character, it kind of cuts it down. Conquest is all single target. Half of story quest is single target, maybe less than half, but it's all like ants and bugs and stuff. Sometimes there's a few named characters in there. So, I mean, she might have value for a new player if you have this current meta and you're like, okay, well, I have Milim. She can do my single target nuking. Now I need an AoE character because, you know, we don't. Guy's AoE, right? Sure. Rimuru's AoE. Hero's AoE. Like, do you need another AoE character if you already have Guy and you already have Rimuru? If you summon for Rimuru, or if you just have Guy? I don't know if this skill by itself warrants summoning on a single featured unit banner, even with the 6% rate up, just for, you know, 5 stars. So I I don't know. We're gonna have to see her. My initial thought, just on the skill, is you can probably skip her. She will come back eventually. She's not a collab character, so I mean, if you do miss out on her and she ends up not being super great, then don't worry about it. But this will be the last unit to release for this month until the meta changes over on the 29th. So there will be no other brand new character banner coming out for 2.5 weeks, unless they've dropped some kind of bait banner, which they probably will, probably around here or something like this. But I mean, if you've done your summons, you've got Velzard, Guy, and Milim, and you don't really care about Rimuru, then I would just start hoarding crystals again for next meta. I just wouldn't summon for this Rimuru. I wouldn't summon for this Masked Hero, and I would just start saving for the next double featured banner with the Protector and Battle Unit on the 29th of May. But let me know your thoughts on this AoE attack state. Am I maybe underselling her a bit, or are you also not as thrilled with it? Let me know in the comments. She comes out again in roughly 15 hours from now. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.